The forgotten war that changed the world. The War of the Whiskers. Did you know that a single ear in a jar helped spark one of the strangest and most overlooked wars in history? It's called the War of Jenkins Ear. A bizarre conflict between Britain and Spain that began in 1738, ignited global politics, and helped set the stage for the fall of empires. You've probably never heard of it. But this forgotten war shows how ego, trade, and revenge can reshape the world. Our story begins on the Caribbean seas. British merchant captain Robert Jenkins was sailing near the coast of Florida when his ship was boarded by Spanish sailors. They accused him of smuggling, looted his cargo, and to send a message. One of them cut off his ear. When Jenkins returned to London, he kept that ear preserved in a jar of alcohol. 7 years later, he brought it before Parliament as proof of Spanish aggression. Holding it in hand, he declared that Britain's honor had been mutilated, just like him. The public was outraged. Newspapers called for revenge. It didn't matter that Britain and Spain had already been rivals for decades, because this ear became the rallying cry. And soon, Britain declared war. But this wasn't just about one man's ear. It was about control of the Caribbean, the slave trade, and the gold flowing out of the New World. The War of Jenkins Ear quickly spread beyond the Caribbean. British fleets attacked Spanish ports. Privateers raided galleons loaded with treasure. Yet what most people miss is that this war quietly merged into the War of the Austrian Succession, a massive European conflict involving almost every great power of the time. It became a world war before the term even existed. Fighting erupted across the Atlantic. From the Sugar Islands to the coast of South America, tens of thousands died for a cause that had started with one gruesome symbol in a jar. And in the chaos, something else happened. Britain's Navy began experimenting with new tactics, logistics, and global deployment lessons that would later fuel its domination during the Napoleonic era. So while the war itself faded into obscurity, its consequences quietly shaped the rise of the British Empire and the decline of Spain's colonial grip. By the time peace was signed in 1748, little had changed on the map, but everything had changed in history's direction. Spain's empire weakened, Britain's navy became unstoppable, and the world had seen a glimpse of what global warfare would look like for the next 2 centuries. Yet no one remembers it. Why? Because it wasn't glamorous. There were no heroic victories, no great generals, just a messy story of pride and politics. But hidden inside this forgotten war is a timeless truth. Small sparks can ignite massive change, and history often hinges on things the world overlooks. The next time you hear about a global crisis starting from something small, a tweet, a border skirmish, or a political insult, remember Captain Jenkins' ear. The world turned on that once, and this is just one of many buried stories that changed everything. If you want more tales like this, forgotten wars, strange empires, and secrets time tried to erase, subscribe to Hidden Chronic and step into the past that history forgot.